Never forget this day and how you felt towards each other. If you're ever mad at each other, just try to remember how you fell in love with each other, because you have something like really special. It's lasted a long time, and now you're starting this beautiful day together and this beautiful life, and you have a little family with a dog, and just don't ever forget the true love that you guys always feel. You can work through anything. Anything is possible. Yeah, I don't want to cry.
My first impression of Kelsi was, man, Stephen, you better not mess this up. I just remember she's beautiful and she's sweet, and you know, I'm glad things are turning out the way that they are, because you know, I think you guys are a real good couple.
Well, we were in study hall, and I actually wrote this in her letter. We were in study hall, and he said something to the effect of, this girl from LaPorte is so hot, and you know how that conversation goes.
So the first time Kelsi told me about Stephen, it was in high school. I only remember the name Stephen Stoner, and she was like talking about him because she was like, oh, I kind of like him, but all of this kind of stuff. I can't remember the exact story, but she always talked about him. And then when they finally started dating, it was just kind of like a nonchalant, like, oh, I'm dating Stephen Stoner. And then here they are now getting married.
I love this story.
I had the ring for a while. I was waiting. I was nervous to ask her dad, for permission. I finally manned up one day.
He came to my house. I happened to be out in my drive, and he came and he was a little timid, and which I don't blame him. I would have been too with my father-in-law. And he asked me if he was thinking about marrying her, he could marry her, and I made a basketball joke, of course, and yeah, I was in my driveway, and he come up and he did the manly thing.
Went there and asked him, and it wasn't anything. He was cool, like he always is. And that night, we decided to do it. I was ready to do it.
I was at work one day, it was a Monday, and my cousin, who I'm pretty close with, said, hey, let's go to my aunt and uncle's acreage and see some spots for them to do family pictures.
I had the whole family there. We were all waiting for her. I had her one cousin trick her into thinking she was going to look for a spot for family pictures.
So I remember I got home from work, I fell asleep right away, and Stephen woke me up and said, hey, I'm going out to the farm with Justin. And I'm pretty sure I had like drool rolling down my face. I'm like, okay. He's like, you have to get up and go with Amber. I'm like, okay, I will.
And I had the whole family there, so when they came up the hill, she turned the corner and we were all there, and I was on one knee, and it was pretty awesome. So.
And we walked up and there was a big group of people, and my first thought was, oh my gosh, we're walking into someone else's party. Because I didn't recognize anyone at first, and then come to find out, there's Stephen on one knee, my cousins and my siblings are holding will you marry me signs. There's roses everywhere, which is my favorite, and my whole family's there, which is exactly what I wanted, and he proposed. And I wasn't expecting that on a random Monday night, but it was perfect, and I couldn't have asked for anything more.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You said I'm already into this. You're my heart's desire.
50 years from now, you guys are going to be old, okay? You'll be celebrating your 50th wedding anniversary. And people will ask you, Kelsi, how did you guys stay married for 50 years? And you'll have an answer. It will go something like this. Let me read this. Marriage is patient. Marriage is kind. Marriage is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. Marriage does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. Marriage never ends. Other things will end. But my marriage with Stephen will never end. And I guarantee you, when you think like that, wow, what a difference that will make. I, Stephen, take you, Kelsi,
I, Stephen, take you, Kelsi,
to be my wife
to be my wife
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
to join with you
to join with you
and to share
and to share
all that is to come.
all that is to come.
And I promise
And I promise
to be faithful to you
to be faithful to you
until death parts us.
until death parts us.
Are you ready? I, Kelsi, take you, Stephen,
I, Kelsi, take you, Stephen,
to be my husband
to be my husband
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
to join with you
to join with you
and to share
and to share
all that is to come.
all that is to come.
And I promise to be faithful to you
And I promise to be faithful to you
until death parts us.
till death parts us.
Okay. Kelsi, I give you this ring
Kelsi, I give you this ring
as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
Stephen, I give you this ring
Stephen, I give you this ring
as a sign
as a sign.
of my love and faithfulness.
It's a sign of my love and faithfulness.
Stephen and Kelsi, by their promises before God and in the presence of this assembly, have joined themselves to one another as husband and wife. Those whom God has joined together, let no one separate. Thanks be to God. You may kiss the bride, and hopefully better than the rehearsal. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Stoner.
I would change for you. I would break these walls too. And I would change just for you. And I would change for you. And I would break these walls too. I would change just for you. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind. I think right now you are sick of talking, and that the fire seemed to fade. And I know we're hanging on to something that so easily could break. Don't you ever wanna run away? Don't you ever wanna walk away? Don't you ever wanna leave this place? 'Cause I need you when the day's gone. And I would change for you. I would break these walls too. And I would change just for you. And I would change for you. And I would I break these walls too. I would change just for you. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind.
Stephen is somebody that made Kelsi so happy from day one. There's no, I mean, it's a perfect deal. I love them both to death. I'm so proud of her, and we'll see if Stephen makes me proud. We got to produce some wrestlers instead of those basketball players.
Kelsi, I can't believe you were able to calm Stephen down, substrate a little bit. And you're the older sister I've never had. So you guys are perfect for each other, and I love you guys. I wish you nothing but happiness.
All right, well, I can't believe Kelsi is a stoner. Stephen, thank you for loving my sister the way you do. Thank you for making... Thank you for making my sister the happiest she has ever been. Thank you for loving us as we were your own sisters from the start. Kelsi, thank you for always being there for me, being the person that we can look up to. Also for always laughing so hard at things that we cry. And then when we look at each other 10 minutes later, we laugh so hard we cry again.
If I could give you guys any advice, it'd be to just remember tonight, look out at the hundreds of people sitting here with you, here to support you guys. When things get bad and you guys are stressed to the max and you haven't had a good day, just remember tonight. And just look at everybody that you have behind you. And today's been such a great day, and we're truly blessed. So thank you to everybody that's come here. Thank you to you guys for making everybody come together. And I guess, cheers.
I think right now you are sick of talking, and I know we're hanging on to something. Can't get you out of my mind. I think right now you are sick of talking. Can't get you out of my mind. And I know we're hanging on to something. I can't get you out of my mind. I can't get you out of my mind.